Hey students, I thought I'd make this quick little video to show you how the WordPlay app functions, and so you can also get a visual of what it looks like when it's done. Now mine has, I think it has all the stretches in it, so it might be a little more advanced than what you're going to do, but at least you can get an idea and you can replay it so you can see what's involved. So first of all, the WordPlay app is kind of like a Mad Libs, if you've ever played Mad Libs before. There's a phrase here, sorry, baby noises in the background, but he's not screaming, so we're okay. The phrase says and this is just a label here, here's a text field where it says add an adjective, another text field where it says add a person's name, and then you can, these are text fields where you can add 3 different locations where this person wants to go. So my silly, just going to type in silly granny. Everyone has one of those, don't they? My silly granny wants to go to, let's say, the zoo, wants to go to the beach, or wants to go to the moon. And when you click where, it brings up my phrase, my silly granny wants to go to the beach. It randomly chose beach, so that's where you can use an array. It also uses a segue to go to the second screen. Notice there is a navigation bar up here where I have a back button. And of course, we've got our alert controller here that says, and the location is New York. And you can click dismiss. So goes to the beach, and then I can't remember why this yellow box is here, but you can look at the instructions. Oh, what's popping up? I had a quick little error, something with a Sigber error, so something is not connected. But did that happen when I clicked the back button? Okay, so obviously I have to fix my back button. It's not connected to the first view controller. But when you click back, it should bring you back. You should be able to insert new words here, type in new locations, and then it randomly chooses a location again, and you get the alert controller. So let's see. Use those elements. Yours can be a little different as long as it has those essential elements of the segue, the modal segues. It needs to have the alert controller for that stretch. It needs to have the 3 random options in the arrays, and it needs to have the text fields. And if I open up my coding, that's not the right file. Hold on. Over on the left-hand side, you can see that you need to have some text fields for the places. You need to have some outlets, and those are all connected to the code. You need to have some text fields connected to the code with for the person's name and the adjective. You need to have some strings initialized where it will pop up random locations. You need to have some strings initialized for the stretches for the person and the adjective, and a result one as well. And then of course there's an array, okay? And I know this app is a little more difficult, so I'm showing you some of the code. There needs to be a place to put the answer for the array on the screen, so that has to be connected to the code. You need your alert controller, and then your segue, and then down here you have to pass all that over to the second segue, or the second view controller. On the results view controller, you have to have a bunch of variables to get that passed information from the first view controller. You need some text fields to insert the information, and the arrays again are here. And then the other information that's passed from the first needs to appear as well. Okay, so best of luck. I hope